We are live sports and hip hop with DJ Mad Max. We have the originator of the Bronx drill rap scene, and that is Ron Suno. Ron Suno, welcome to the show. How you doing tonight, man?
Yo, what's up, my boy? Thanks for having me, man. I'm good though, you know the vibes, man.
Of
That's a
course.
fact.
How's 2022 going for you so far?
I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a lot of history in the making right now. You heard we dropping mad music. You heard I got a tape coming soon. Right now, I got the song with Rah Swish about to drop on March. You heard
That's
March 8th,
fire.
I say. So me and Rah Swish got a banger. You heard, so I got a couple singles out right now going crazy.
That
No
is that
cap.
is that is crazy. When did you start to form these relationships with the drill rappers in the Brooklyn scene?
I say around the year 2019. The first rapper I linked up with was Fivio Foreign, you heard? And we did Spider-Man. But
That's right.
Fabio, we been knew each other and shit like that. So I
And a
was
big
cool.
drip skit.
Yeah, you feel me? I did a big drip challenge for him. You heard? I did the challenge for him for the song. So from there, we was linking up, and then I did a song with him. Then I got a song with Chef G, Smooth Val, Social Geek. You know, everybody from Brooklyn that's doing their thing for me. So Bronx to Brooklyn ties been going on for a minute.
Mhm. How do you feel about how the Bronx drill scene has been blowing up since you started? Because right now it is the number one sound in New York right now as far as drill goes. It's taken over.
Right. That's a fact. I feel like it's definitely being history made right now. You know, like everybody doing their thing. You feel me? Everybody got different positions, different sounds. The sample beats is definitely a part of the wave. So it's a lot of new sounds going on right now, for a fact.
100%. It's really making a movement out here for you guys. You got a lot on the way. And we could even just get into everything in the beginning that you have going, being from Co-op City. Tell me about your life story growing up in Co-op City. How was that experience?
Shit, man, I ain't gonna lie. It was lit. You feel me? Like I was just like any regular kid for me trying to grow up. You feel me? It was around females. You heard basketball games. What else? It was a lot going on. So I started rapping around the age like 14. So that age period time, I was outside going to the studio, just trying to find a hit song for me. And I was just trying to learn myself. So I was mainly in the studio, just going crazy. For me?
That's right.
Or
You originally wanted to be a rapper before the comedy came along, and then you eventually made your way to the social media platforms and gaining an audience by your comedy skits.
hmm and I go a lot of that because you know in life it's like this. Like I feel like everybody different. Everybody got their own catch. You feel me? Like if you're good at something, you got to perfect that craft. And one thing I was good at was being funny. So I was like, if I'm gonna be a rapper, I might as well be funny too because I know it's gonna accumulate all my fans to understand what I'm doing. You feel me? So I was able to grow from there. Then I just started going crazy with the music. You feel me? Or
Have you
that's
thought about doing stand up at all, being a
um,
comedian?
I mean, not necessarily stand up, but I do be thinking about like doing like a little funny jokes between my shows and my performances, so I could have like two best of both worlds in one. So that way they can mix like rapping and comedy together. You feel me? That'd be dope. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be dope.
That
No
would
cap.
be. I
Word.
enjoy the skits that you've done, especially with the hip hop Harry challenges, the iCarly and the Zoe 101s, because I grew up on those shows.
hmm
And you
That's a
that was a
fact.
point for you to make that it's still here. It hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah, word. You feel me? And these are shows that everybody like. You feel me? So it's like I'm just bringing that back because you feel me. It's everybody that grow up. You feel me? They don't know about the old days. You feel me? They might not know. So what I'll do is refresh their memory and let people know. Like you feel me? It's a lot of things that was done. You know what I'm trying to say? And hip hop Harry Challenge is the one of them. For me? Or
That was a trademark for you,
shout out to Hip
100%.
Hop Harry too. No cap.
That's right. You've had some conversations with him.
Yeah, you mad funny. Yeah, I say mad cool though. Yeah,
Yeah.
mad humble.
Some main influences that you grew up as far as hip hop was Lil Wayne and Soldier Boy, especially Soldier Boy, just because of the impact they had on the internet and blog era.
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like Soldier Boy, he made a difference when it came to social media, like especially MySpace. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like
MySpace.
watching him grow off of like a superhero concept and like doing that, it made me like look at social media different. Like anybody could do that. You feel me?
Mhm.
Or
I think in the history books that you're going to go down with Soldier Boy, just as the impact that you've had off of bringing the comedy to the Bronx scene, especially in the social media age.
nah, for a fact. You feel me? And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be different, like, cause not everybody doing what I'm doing. So I wanted to like basically create a lane so everybody could just follow my lane. Or
That's right. And you're doing that right now. You got a lot on the way. You want to get in the movies. You want to have your own Netflix series, video games, everything.
Right, everything. For me, I got my YouTube account right now. It's called Ron Suno. I got everything like buzzing over there. So I'm gonna start like everything like with the entertainment side. I'm doing it separate from my music, so I'm building that right now. Yes, too.
Something that proved to you that you could really do this viral thing was when that you touched a cop's gun on an after school program when you were in school.
Yeah, I was playing Truth or Dare with my mans, you heard? And he was going crazy. He did me, whatever, but you know how that shit go. And then the cop ended up being cool after that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that
It
was
gave
one of
you a
the cops.
chance.
Yeah, for me, it was actually a female cop, too. It was a female cop. It's crazy. It was a black female cop. I remember that day. But that day, like, it made me realize, like, I was taking risks, but I didn't use that necessarily for that reasoning. But I used that for my mindset to take risks in life, like just to prosper and go crazy with my goals and stuff like that. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's how I was able to, you feel me? Word.
Yeah,
That
that's how you're
confidence.
able to go from there.
Yeah, I would never do that again though. Yeah. I'm not doing that no more. No
Oh.
cap. That's crazy.
Out of all your skits so far, what do you think was the most riskiest that you think was pushing it to the limit?
The weave challenge. You heard?
Mm.
The weave challenge. Cause that's me really going up to people, like trying to get their reactions to see if they're gonna fight back. So I feel like that's really real, like no cap. Like that's how real is gonna get, no cap. That shit
That
is
went
real.
viral too.
Yeah, because everybody wants to do that shit. You feel me? Because it's not easy. Like that's why it's called a challenge. You feel me? It got to be something that's hard. You feel me? Word.
Mhm. Pinocchio was a song that really got your followers up too. 15 million
Pinocchio.
streams.
Yeah, that's a fact.
TikTok.
Pinocchio. Yeah. I'm definitely about to make a part two for that real soon. You heard? I'll make a
Swag
part
like
two.
Mike Two's coming too.
Yeah, you heard? When I make swag like Mike 2, I'm debating if I should have features on it or not. So I'm debating if it should be a solo album or a feature album. So I'm still in the mix of that. For me.
DDG. I was hearing in a previous interview, an old one, that DDG would possibly be on there.
Yeah, I did a couple songs with DDG. Me and him got more than one song, you know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say? But he on my last swag like Mike tape. We did a song called Wraith. That song got
Okay.
like 2.4 million.
Swag like Mike is a combination of the talents that you see in yourself and that inspired you, Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson, and Michael Jordan.
And those are people that was legends, you feel me? Word. Those are legends. So
Legendary stuff.
I looked up to them too, yeah. So Michael Jackson did, I did. Mike Tyson fight, I fight. Michael Jordan, yeah. Swag like Mike. That's the source right there. Mike Phelps, too.
Mike Phelps, yep.
Drip, drip, water,
That's
waves,
an that's another
ocean,
one.
mountains.
When did you start
Right.
to notice as yourself, you started to notice that you were starting to get the credit where it was due as far as being taken seriously, both as a rapper and a comedian? Because there's two sides to, there's a serious side and a funny side
Yeah,
that you want people to know about, but more importantly, you want people to notice the serious side.
yeah, like I feel like the year 2019, like when I dropped Swag Like Mike and I started like getting people more music, they start understanding my vision, you know what I'm trying to say? Because before it was like they was used to seeing like the funny videos and I was more consistent on that type of that field. So when I was more consistent on the music side, they were starting to listen to the words I was saying and then they started catching on. So I had TikTok, you feel me? So shout out to TikTok. TikTok is definitely one of the reasons why my songs go crazy because all the challenges that people make, all the dances that they be doing, they go viral to the song and they hand in hand.
Mhm. And this is how you're paving the way for yourself, the Ron Suno legacy. Another thing that's important that I want to bring up here and address, which is important for your career, is that the fact that you feel as though you don't get the credit where it's due and being the first to originate the whole Bronx drill scene and just drill in New York as well. And I
Yeah.
understand that because there's times that I think I've done something in my career where not no one else has done that. What is your coping mechanism in you saying to yourself that this isn't going to bother me?
Yeah,
Because it
like
could get to you sometimes.
yeah, like right now, like I came to a realization like people understand now, but before, because you understand, it's always like a new thing going on. So it's like it was like a new sound of drill, and it was coming from the Bronx, and I was like one of the first coming from the Bronx, and I see a lot of people now mentioning like, oh, Ron Suno, whatever, whatever. So me basically saying that was to like let people know like a reminder, like I did that first. You know what I'm trying to say? So after that was said, now I feel like people understand and everything is like a position now. So it's more so like we just going crazy from there now. Everybody capitalizes off of one thing, you feel me? So we all capitalize on everything
Mhm.
for a fact.
Yeah. I know you've relocated out of New York too. How was that move for you, and why was it for the best?
I feel like you just gotta, you can't be in the hood. You feel me? Like once you get a certain amount of followers or fan base, you just gotta leave New York. Like I feel like everything happens when you're in the mix. You just gotta stay out the mix, out of sight, out of mind. You feel me?
That's right. Would you advise other rappers and other artists or just any creatives in any position anywhere to move out of New York to better their career?
For a fact, like once you get a certain amount of followers, a certain amount of money coming in, the income, you should find a place because it's like when you get around image, you got a lot of attention for me, and a lot of people, they fans, they watch you. So the wrong move you make could cost you big time for your career. So you definitely got to just stay out the way. You feel me? Just keep working, stay grinding, and always focus on yourself.
You're
For a
working.
fact.
I can tell that, especially this year in 2022. Say if Netflix gives you the deal, and I want to see you get a Netflix show. What's the show going to be about? Just your life stories? It's going to be like a reality type of series.
Yeah, I'll probably have like different like segments and stuff like that. Like I'll probably do like a saying like probably like real every day in the life thing. You know what I'm trying to say? Probably vlog, probably do like different segments. I have females coming in, you feel me? Give them massages. You never know, you heard? It might be something coming in, you heard, like Flavor Flav, Ron Suno version.
Oh,
Might
that's
make Ron
tough.
Suno. That ass. I ain't gonna lie, that watch. Manifestation is the key word to success.
That's right. Manifestation is the trending topic of 2022, and you bring up Flavor Flav, like Flavor of Love. You remember that when I was on
Yeah,
VH1 back in the day?
yeah, and I have my own version on Netflix. You heard?
That's tough.
That go viral.
That's
They're
tough.
gonna be they're gonna be like, nah, what's this? We're not gonna say too much because people be stealing. So
Yeah,
we
that's
go
that's a
we go we
fact.
go we gonna keep that to a little.
The leeches are always out there watching and listening for sure. Flavor Flav,
Yeah.
you brought up. Have any hip hop legends in New York embraced you during this time in which you've been achieving success?
I was listening to Biggie too. Biggie 2010. When I was growing up, I was listening to Mad Biggie, like when Notorious came out. That's when I really got
Ooh,
hooked to his music because that's the movie that came out for his life. And that was like
2010, 2009, around then.
yeah, that time period, that was the time I'm listening to Biggie and shit. Like, whoa. I was influenced by Biggie at that time. Chief Keef, you heard? But I ain't gonna lie though, I was bumping that like all that shit. Like for me, I was jacking music. I ain't gonna lie. Music was fire back then too.
It was 100%. That's the classic New York. Was there anyone that you were starstruck by meeting in this industry so far? It could be a hip hop legend.
Nah, I don't really look at people like that because I feel like we all human. Like you feel me? We all came from the ground up, and that's another thing I realized too. Like we trying to get the same thing. We all trying to be successful. And then there's people that are successful. You feel me? And it's like I just want to learn from them. So
That's
that's my big thing, just trying to learn and see what they did to get there. That's a fact.
That's right. Little Baby, Little Dirk, and Coil Ray are three people that you really want to work with. Is there any talks in moving this forward?
Yeah, for a fact, like you feel me. And another thing is just connecting the dots, dude. So once I connect the dots, everything will be successful. For me, for a fact, I already know. Yeah, that shit gonna come for a fact. But I got a lot of songs coming with a lot of big artists, you feel me? But I ain't gonna say too much because I might put them on my tape, so they might be a little unreleased right now.
That's
But
right.
for the most part, I got some big features coming, more songs. I got overseas, people from Italy, people from UK. It's a lot of songs coming, so I'm going overseas too.
The takeover for 2022.
Yeah, you feel me? International. We trying to take over global instead of, you feel me, just being local. We're gonna be global.
Mhm. Have you talked to Fabio recently? Because he's got some big things planned with Kanye producing his upcoming album, Bible.
Mm-mm. Now I haven't seen Fivio. I ain't seen him in a minute, but when I see him, it's good vibes. Though I ain't gonna lie. Last time I see him, we had a show in Albany. You feel me? Me, Dusty, Fivio, RP Dot. You feel me? T Dot was there. You heard? So like it was definitely a movie that day. I ain't gonna lie to you. For me, that was there in Albany. We had the college going crazy. Well,
Say if they gave you your headline and tour to headline your own comedy tour, who do you think would be best fit on that tour with you? It could be comedy people, or it could even be rappers that you feel as though that could break out to be comedians eventually. Because if you think about it, from the Bronx, Big Pun was a comedian in his own right. You listen to Big Pun's
yeah.
old school skits on Capital Punishment. He was one of the funniest rappers of all time.
I feel like I would bring anybody that's lit, right? That's doing their thing, I'll bring them. You heard? Like anybody that's doing what they supposed to do, they pull up gangster. I'm all about connecting with people. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, shout out to everybody that's winning. No cap, everybody winning. Like, whether they from Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Switzerland, you heard? If they making sense, we gonna make sense for a fact. You know,
Video game scene. I was reading online that they programmed you into the celebrity game on 2K, which
That's
fans
a
can
fact.
feature you on. How was that programming process?
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy to know that they got my animation, you know, like I feel like with that being said, it made me realize I could do my own thing, make my own video game now. I could have my own segment of people playing my things. So right now I'm on a Mr. Creating something big right now, you know?
Mhm.
It's gonna be a movie. I was just talking about 2K2 because I remember they had my song on the soundtrack United Masters and it was called Bull. So we're gonna definitely go crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Mhm. The upcoming project, is this going to be Swag Like Mike too?
Nah, it's gonna be
Or it's going to be another tape. It's going to be another tape.
yeah, I'm gonna put a different name because I feel like Swag Like Mike 2, that's later on, yo. Like when I got plaques going viral and all that.
Mhm.
5 mentions, all that.
Because I know you got 2,000 unreleased songs in the vault.
Yeah, over 2,000. I ain't gonna lie. They just need to be out. Once they get out there, that's when I'm gonna drop Swag Like Mike 2. Like I'm gonna keep going with those singles, whatever. We'll drop another tape and then Swag Like Mike 2 gonna come out. For me, boom. And that's how I go crazy from there.
That's going to be tough, and we're going to be looking forward to it.
Oh, I gotta go back. I bet. That's a fact.
There we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the upcoming work that you have here, and it's big to see how Jokes Up was the album that you wanted to show people that you've grown as a person and as an artist on it, and that you could switch up your sound.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
I'm
that's
curious to see how this evolution of this next tape is going to be. If you could walk me through that, what this next tape is going to be from you, how it's going to be similar in that way.
this tape about to be legendary. I ain't gonna lie. This shit about to go crazy, man. I got mad different sounds, whether it's samples, whether it's singing, drill, whatever. We're going crazy. I ain't gonna lie. No cap. You got, me and Dusty got 6 point, I think like 8 mil
The Grabba
on
remix.
top. Yeah. Then what they gonna say? Me and Zay Munna. So me, shout out to Zay Munna. We going crazy. We about to get 4 mil. So we got 4 million streams right now though.
Mhm.
Uh,
What is my favorite or Wave? Jokes Up. Those are my two
yeah.
favorites.
Wave, that's a fact.
Speaking of
Definitely.
Wave, when Max B gets out, you got to do something with Max B.
Facts. Shout out to Max B. No cat. Well, I said Max B. Like I jack Max B. Word.
Free Max B.
Free Max B.
Dusty Locane. Same
Mhm.
way. Is that how you built the relationship? Just building the relationship through the connections, connecting the dots.
Yeah, like Dusty, that was more genuine. You feel me? Like I be in the studio with my son Dusty. You feel me? Shout out to Dusty. We got more heat coming soon too. So me and Dusty gonna be working on a lot of songs. Even with Rah Swish too. For me and Rah Swish got mad songs. We got like over 4 songs. Gangsta.
Put
We
out
talking
some
about making
anthems here, some
yeah,
drilling.
we can make a tape together.
That's tough.
Okay. Yeah, we had to make a tape.
Ron Suno, is there anything else you would love to let the audience know, your fans know? Anything? I know you got a lot on the way. Anything you want to announce that we didn't cover here tonight?
Hmm. Let me say something. Let me think. Feel like everybody listen, if you want to go viral, be yourself, you heard? Just be yourself. And more music coming soon too, you heard? I got mad music, more skits. For me, I got a YouTube account called Ron Bruno, so y'all can see all the funny content I'm posting. For me, TikTok, Ron Bruno, everything will go viral. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody tap in. You heard?
Tap in.
2022. We outside.
Tap in. And shout out to El Nice too for connecting us, man.
Yeah, shout out to him too. You heard me from me. Connecting the dots, that's what we about. Okay.
That's right, man. Ron Suno, you're always welcome on the show. Continue to keep doing what you're doing out here. You're having an impact, and you're going to go down in the history books as the originator of all this stuff with drill, especially in the Bronx. It's already solidified.
Right. For a fact. Most definitely, man. I'm here to make history, you heard? So next time do this part, man, we're gonna make a game, you heard?
That's right. 100%, man. Make sure they follow you on Instagram at Ron Suno and Twitter at Real Ron Suno.
Yeah, Ron Suno, everything. Or Ron Bruno. You gonna find me. No kizzy.
That's right.
Liddy. Liddy. Hold on. So long. I'm about to go off. Cry. Bang him. All right, bro. You heard?
All right,
So,
Ron Suno. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. All right.
all right, gang.
Yeah. Peace out, man.
All right.